Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. The most popular deck in Castle Nathria in higher ranks right now is Control Shaman. Welcome to our new meta tyrant. And well, how to beat Control Shaman? Well, there are a few things that you can do to try to beat Control Shaman, because what does Control Shaman really do? Well, Control Shaman is going to freeze your board and it's going to get bigger minions the more minions you have on the board. Then it's also going to steal your best card probably, and then finally it ends the game with side Denaturus or something. So what can you do against that? Well, one of the things is if you don't need a board to win, well, that helps against Control Shaman a lot, because then all those board freezes are ineffective. If you happen to need a board, at least hopefully you don't need buffs, and then you have like Smothering Starfish so that you can unfreeze your minions. That can help. And also having multiple win conditions so the shaman can't easily steal them all. That also helps. So there are a few things that you can do against Control Shaman, and even though Control Shaman doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, there are some decks that are doing pretty well against it. So coming in at number 6 is a deck that in this video is the most like, I just hate Control Shaman, I want them all to die deck. So the overall performance of this deck on the ladder is not that great, but Phylactery Warlock is still playable, it is still a pretty fast combo deck, and it can kill Control Shaman before Control Shaman can kill the Warlock. It's not great in the overall meta, like it has been below 50% all the way until today. Today is the first day Phylactery Warlock has breached 50%, because there's so many Control Shamans on the ladder, and you have over 60% win rate against those. So yeah, if you just really hate them, Phylactery Warlock is an option. Another deck that is not super great on the ladder overall, but it is playable, it's more playable than Phylactery Warlock, it has steadily been slightly above 50%, is Quest Priest. So when you're playing Quest Priest, you don't need a board. You also don't need any specific card until the time when you get the shard, so Control Shaman has to be very careful with the timing of their steals. And then you have board clears for days, so if Control Shaman tries to build up a board, well, you can just clear that one. And coming in at number 4 we have a true blast from the past, which is the Big Spell Mage. Big Spell Mage is also pretty good against Control Shaman, and like sometimes you play with the board, of course, you have Balinda Stoneheart, you have Drakefire Amulets, you have ways to make more Drakefire Amulets, but you also have like Runes of the Archmage for days, and there's just new runes and new runes and new runes. Then you have Magister Dawngrasp, you have the hero power, then you have Mordor's Fire Eye, you have that burst damage, so you don't really need the board, and boom, you can just beat them. And coming in at number 3 is Ramp Druid, but hey, isn't Control Shaman actually favored against Ramp Druid? Overall in the meta when you look at it, Control Shaman is slightly favored against Ramp Druid, but this specific list does everything it can to beat Control Shaman. You have Smothering Starfish, so you can silence minions, you can unfreeze minions. You have Naga Giants, so you have multiple threats, you have multiple win conditions, they can't just easily steal your Sire Denaturus, and you will also be able to exert some pressure on them. And you have Teotar the Mad Duke in your own deck as well, so even if they steal some of your stuff, you can just try to like steal it back. Or you can try to steal their Teotar. Lots of stealing around. So this is what it looks like when Control Shaman is starting to get targeted. Control Shaman hate is starting to be built into decks, so that you can actually challenge the decks with existing archetypes, just changing the cards a little bit. And Ramp Druid actually becomes not great, but playable against Control Shaman, slightly favored even, with the proper deck cards. And the second best deck in the game against Control Shaman is Quest Hunter, because Quest Hunter is like, board. What board? What do I need a board for? I just kill people, pew 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 pew, try to out-heal me if you can. And yeah, Quest Hunter is really good against Control Shaman. But the best deck against Control Shaman is Skeleton Mage. Nowadays it's more trendy to call it Spooky Mage, because ooh, spooky. I actually have no idea why they call it that. But anyway, let's call it that so that I can be trendy too. Spooky Mage, the best deck in the game against Control Shaman. This one has the bigger freeze package. This one also doesn't have Denaturus for them to steal. Like, steal my Mordred, steal my Kel'Thuzad. What are you going to do with those? At least you're not going to kill me with them. And then there's multiple win conditions still. Mordred, Kel'Thuzad, Magister Dawngrasp. So this might not be the best Spooky Mage list on the ladder overall. But if you're really insistent on, hey, I want to kill those Control Shamans, then this is a perfectly capable list for climbing the ladder, and this is very good against Control Shaman in particular. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.